Hi there. Hmm. I haven't posted anything in a while because it's been a lot to take in. What I've been going through. It's mind-bending. I've had to learn how to control the rage and the anger because I got so tight, and I'm doing so good at that. Getting there. I have my moments, there are triggers. Finding my way to be able to walk in beauty, as the Navajo people would say. And it's been a struggle to get my body to relax to that point. But I'm getting there. And part of this, there are parts of my body that are just so out of place and locked up that I am having to wrench everything loose. But I'm doing it. It's been 20 years of constant pain. Constant. Without a moment. Oh, God. Maybe 15 years ago, I had been on some herbal medicines that gave me a moment where it clicked for just a moment, and I was driving to visit a friend, and just to feel just a moment of not being like, ah! It was strange to me that my body... So this feeling now is just, I question reality all the time, wondering whether or not this is real, because the way my body has been so tight, and now I am getting so close to relaxation. It pales. The word doesn't... Being whole. Having my body line up for the first time in maybe 50 years. Because I'm controlling a lot more than what I ever knew that I could. So stress, anger, frustration, rage, all of these things are bad juju. So I've posted before that after 14 years of repeated of applications and appeals for Social Security disability, I've hit a dead end on that. I can apply for Social Security insurance, which will start from whenever I apply, and that takes... I'm not even going to try. Because I'll be back to work soon. If I apply, then I set my mind into a mindset that I'm not going to get there. And I can't do that. I can't let things like that set me back. So, same reason I can't go into a hospital, because I can't stay. When I go into a hospital, so I fight through it, and I'm getting there. And I just received a phone call from my psychologist. the man who has, God bless him, saved my life and taught me how to deal with something that I have not had the tools to deal with for God only knows how long. But after 14 years of lost employment, lost wages, 14 years, 2010 was my last gainful employment. Had a part-time job for 4 or 5 weeks after that, maybe a year later, when I tried going back to work. Landed me in the hospital. That didn't do me any good either. So my last recourse to get any kind of compensation that can get me back into a life and, get me clothing so that I can hold a job that, people don't want to, turn me away from even applying because I look like, just wandered in off the streets. I haven't complained about any of this, but now, to claim my service-connected disability, because there was no connection at the time other than lost ship's medical records from the doctor if he even made a note of it. And there's no doubt that, in my mind, that all of this was because of what happened after I got out of the service and what I've dealt with for 34 years. PTSD and the trauma just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. He can't pinpoint when the trauma began. I can, 4.5 years old. But everything after that added to it. 9/11 was the tipping point. Because even though I was physically so tense and so tight that I was having issues. I had chest pains, gastric issues, all kinds of things going on. I still tried to go back into the service, and even after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed, they wouldn't accept somebody with an RH4 discharge. So I still couldn't do. And that hurt. And then other things happened on top of that. My friend dying. Relationships ending. Parents dying. My father dying at the time. All these things. Oh well. He can't pinpoint when it started. He can't conclusively say that it did. And even if he could, he doesn't have the right initials after his name for the VA to say, okay, he's right. So, now, here I am. Almost healed. Almost. And I get another kick in the balls. That I won't be able to claim any service connection unless I find the right voice to speak for me. If you're out there, here I am. KBO.